wind knows me. Into the wind. The wind knows me. Follow the wind.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Verdict is...
Let's light it up!
Burn!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Windblade!
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Prepare to be blown away! Let's light it up!
Burn!
Ha! Everybody stand back!
Wind strike.
Windblade!
We'll need more where that came from.
Time to go. 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 Into the wind. Time to go. Time to go.
Miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Time to go. Time to go.
There she is! Dunyarzad! We're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to... Indeed. The festival's...
There's no need to be nervous.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone... Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos?
Of course we went. A lot of things.
I see. If there is another chance.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos...
Yeah! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you.
Even when you put it that way,
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many.
Oh, you two must be exhausted. I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're so tough.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Not a.
That's Paimon's specialty.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about all of my friends will be working the festival. And Dia's still.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar.
It's a deal. Good night.
I may be too excited to fall asleep.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad.
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Today,
You've worked so hard for this.
you know it. Oh, it's just that, well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way. Let's go take a look.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away.
Mushrooms, flowers. So, what?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set, generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashava mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses. So
So, the Sub-Zero Fest.
you don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues.
Wait, but if that's the case, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food? Like, oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks. All right, how about we also...
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is
So,
It's quite simple. After you give me any...
sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one...
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected.
Why does everything sound so much more credible?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady should... Okay, one moment. It's...
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a...
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
He's not even trying to hide.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda can.
It's a weird guy with a weird... Hey! It's Dunyarzad!
In the few short days it took to prepare for the...
The hallowed night of flowers.
Attention! In the name of... All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't...
Yes, Knight Ferris! Just what is going...
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zero's festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can...
As are we to...
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies?
Whichever one?
That is the fun part. Each...
Ooh, those all sound...
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Huh? What's up with
Oni Kabuto is a little
Dunyarzad? You tried them before? It's all right.
I also believe in your intuition.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention! That's unfortunately Lizard Tail.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you...
The Sunsetia-flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candy!
It's Night of Flowers.
Paimon really wilted the carriage last night.
They all basically sound the same.
Actually, I just remembered that I left some. Can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably...
How embarrassing.
We're too late.
I know, right?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look...
Who are you?
That's right. We haven't
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Maid!
Don't speak so disrespectfully.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friend... Traveler, take Miss Dunya...
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
Please be careful.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look
I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care of them so fast!
Any more of them? Or rather, did any—
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally they wouldn't—
Please, let me take a...
Come on, it's nothing.
Hold on, you said something about a new grade.
About that. Well,
It can't be. The anonymous donation...
hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't—
Okay, making your employer cry.
Yours—
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyar?
My lady, your condition. Traveler.
Truly, I'm sorry.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease is...
Dunyarzad!
There's no need to be sad. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for... Did you know? Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than, not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy this way. When my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the... To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life. Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? Nilu will recreate that legendary... And with that, my wish...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Yeah, we should...
Were you not aware that the law prohibits...
Over there!
I think I just saw the academia...
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is... The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of... If you continue to resist, the Grand Sage has already granted you much lenience.
How? The academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for This is a hard pill to swallow.
Art, dance. Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that—
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, Have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarba.
Understood. I will inform.
The Sub-Zeru's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunya,
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there. Or we could get people to block.
Nilu, it's all right.
But you've been looking forward to the.
It's okay. Seeing you care, it would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival.
If you say so. But
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those hurt.
It really is okay. Still.
Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable frame. The project has entered its most critical phase.
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad, right? Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry.
Not at all.
You seem kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Ooh,
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss.
they're all plants. Actually, what is...
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, right. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears...
Understood. I'll keep that.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. So, where to next?
Things can't go on like this.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda can...
Yes, Knight Ferris! What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some Yalda candy?
What's to pick?
It's not that...
Ooh, how
And there's also lizard tail.
what? Traveler, help Paimon pick.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5. Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon, bet you had incredible... Huh? How's that possible? It's obvious. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? feeling of... Oh, Paimon knows what the... In that case... Paimon... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things...
Welcome, you two! Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it! You don't look like you're from the...
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake! Isn't it that... Oh, Paimon understands... Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tastes... Then, you mean... That's impossible! So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression... Hey! Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there! What a coincidence, Dunyarzad! We meet at...
Oh, I ran into some...
Kidnappers?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got...
Whew. That's a big relief.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days...
Oh, Paimon, see...
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zero.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not... When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbha day that prohibits public art performance.
Understood. I will...
The Sub-Zero's fest...
Nilou?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's no...
But you've been really looking for...
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't...
True, but...
The next festival...
Wait.
No, nothing. I'll be heading...
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! So, in the end... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain with...
Continue to monitor the variances in the...
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so... Anyway...
Not at all.
Huh?
I'm doing well.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the subs. Oh, are you interested in Yal? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random and there's also lizard
Huh? What?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon? What? She would.
That couldn't have been luck. How is this mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey, what's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude. What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler? That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there 2 Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, it's... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled?
Let Paimon think. Oh, it's come... what about
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good, you passed the test.
What's happening? You can awake.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the Samsara. Ask for the truth. That's on you to find out. If you were told the truth, I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness...
If we can break out of the Samsara, I'm but as things are right now. She's just a small bird in the...
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The moon, illusion... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This My mind feels exhausted, even though... Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's... We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times. That should be it. My mind... What's happening right now? We've already Grand Sage... The moon...
A time loop.
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense.
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two...
Dunyarzad...
The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need to... Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again.
Hey, it's you guys again. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my... Huh? What brought this up?
To put it...
What kind of philosophical knot? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else.
He actually has a point. True. It's so weird that people here do... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance.
You're really excited about this, huh?
help you better understand.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. What you just said.
Paimon knew you weren't.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the.
When you say it like that.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and over.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune tells we haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong... at this time...
I'm fine, my lady.
Perfect timing.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't...
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see...
How did you know what I was going...
We need to say something
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. The moon illusion... My mind feel... People in Sumeru...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that.
All right, so
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be...
She's quieter than usual.
Yeah, she isn't... Her parents said that this is...
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all...
My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my...
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to...
We just wanted her to see...
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are...
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How...
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying.
Her condition's really...
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you...
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the
You have a point. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It complies...
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha...
So, this Nahida...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
My mind feel... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha... People in Sumeru... Okay, Nahida said... happening right now seems...
I get the grant's knowledge part.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akash? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
You mean the Akasha is when the desert dwellers set off on their quest for not compiling the entire country's knowledge? You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from... Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single... This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumer...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with them. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be cash...
But we cannot...
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can... Oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand.
If we're lab rats, then what are you?
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that...
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should...
Okay then. Dia helped us a...
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if...
You're saying that, although...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue.
So you want us to take Dunya's odds?
How did you know what I was gonna...
It's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, we found... Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all the...
Hey! What kind...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure, how many todays has it been? Is it possible that today... It's even possible that this entire world is a lie. and they...
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's...
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's...
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand in.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew...
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like...
Paimon's at the Duke did that!
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been...
Paimon's flattered and everything.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, in other words, if you weren't here,
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh.
So, what's...
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's fest... Okay, Nahida's... The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. The moon If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day,
Oh! Then the beep... That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but muscle memory...
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyrocrystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss D?
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's
go! We don't have many more festivals.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia!
It hurt? Why?
Well, you're still getting...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just...
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon... Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take...
All right then, let me get this straight.
Yes, your memory...
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? What?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long...
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day. It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is...
See those marks on the dummy? Those, let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to... But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, strange? Paimon, huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Early today?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also...
leaving the city. As far as I remember...
We did? But we don't remember anything.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, but you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll up...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's... Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days' worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay.
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you it.
I have a real emergency.
That's your problem. Make sure you...
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lot. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave?
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. Angering me won't get...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, well, this is a good spot. And the guard has... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave? But... When it... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon...
Paimon, calm down.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon...
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us? I see. Using two people's different...
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an... No way!
What's your perspective, Traveler? I guess that explains everything.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be... It really sounds like something, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well...
Yep! Now we're...
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't the...
I made some little changes. Akasha Termin
To make something like this?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's explore. All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather...
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the suit, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here.
These spaces have been disappeared. And now, behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message...
Probably because yesterday just had...
Oh, right.
The message. It should have come from the Travelers...
After the beep, Travelers...
Traveler. What do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this Samsara was that space actually the real world? But all the bizarre spaces My impression is that...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces, but Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strange or spooky things may...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey! Where... Do you want some alone time to think? Alright.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait. You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam? Okay.
Okay. Nahida said we've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city, those spaces remind me of the moon illusion. People in Sumeru. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so... So people in Sumeru...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable? It is the manifestation of the god of wisdom. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to It compiles the wisdom, and it grants knowledge.
You're back! I've been waiting. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's Okay.
We are all...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But and those spaces with no... So people in...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable?
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures and... But is stealing everyone's dreams...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are...
So in other words, the complete... Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing for... The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. Those spaces kept disappearing. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your... My mind feels... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. the dreams that...
So, this is like a dream factory. And the Akasha...
Very good, Paimon.
Okay. So that beep we keep hearing is actually...
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Now that I think about it, Now that I think about it, they say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord...
Yes, those can wait. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Like what? Your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into air. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Secondly, you're probably wondering what that's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz festival, they don't...
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro elements. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sabzeruz.
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with.
People's lives are at stake.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on...
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in the Traveler. Do you have any information?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate... Okay, Nahida said... Those spaces remind me of...
Celebrate the birth of that god? I didn't... Deceiving the people of Sumeru after we end the Sabzeruz festival.
How can the sages of the...
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time?
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Dunyarzad?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it.
She's actually something like a puppet. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could know, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream.
But personality-wise...
Puppets are stiff. And can't, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness.
Yes. Back then, I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's far from it. I'm still a long way off from... I couldn't even save her. If I were a...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not...
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like...
Great, but...
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans... That means this dream belongs to...
Huh?
Well, if this is someone's... Which means, with the
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through... Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we we to find them? And even if we did find them, after all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do as for me...
Out of town?
Or yes. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed...
She was such a good person. Yeah. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being up, so... Who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him some...
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is
Everything's fine, just...
an experiment? That...
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish?
Less questions, more wish!
Okay, my wish. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me...
So, you have a...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady.
That sounds like Dia. Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. Fine. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some back...
That's close enough.
Yeah!
Try to keep up.
Yeah!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
I'll be back.
Wind strike.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want... Oh, And remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara, she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she has stayed. Yeah, even if it's only a... This is the place. It's rude and... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence. Should we open it? Wow. Dude, even though she was also busy preparing for this, she must have wanted to give if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't... Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here. And the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, the Grand Sage has already granted...
Oh.
Traveler?
traveler.
Traveler? What the heck Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, then... So they're...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Like I said. Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of...
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Patisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on? Huh? You guys are acting... Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Patisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was. But if we want to end the Samsara, how should we make Nilu?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong. As far as you know, people...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage?
Ooh, sounds familiar.
Yep. But in the part you heard, his piety and wisdom were acknowledged. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss." The Dendro Archon smiled. Then his wife lying next to him said, "In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumer."
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning?
Yes. But his faith and determination were
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god. The Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like... Paimon's head feels so... Paimon thinks it was... the Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero? So quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad.
I'm sorry. Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? And...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
What's going on? Why are you...
It's actually been...
Oh?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, among the countless dreams, once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dream, such a small fragment of consciousness where both will gradually I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all,
at the Avidia Forest, there was this incense.
You also heard someone's voice.
Yeah, so you do know.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of
a message from Greater Lord
King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago?
Okay, so...
I still have Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to save...
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because... But even if you can't...
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. No, we must decipher its secret. This puzzle has life and death at stake. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy...
How did you do...
Theoretically, I can enter... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali, I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their hold
on, what about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Suras?
That story begins a long time ago. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukh and I... I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the god.
Yeah, you got a lot of...
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom. And there's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to... Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything... I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And I think they're deliberately trying...
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish... You mean how the Akasha stops you from...
Yeah, it's been said...
It's not that no one noticed. It's...
Misdirect.
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality, and even if the truth is that their dreams with their propaganda in place. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. Anyway, the perspective added by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyar's... Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project.
Go and get some sleep.
What a relief.
Traveler?
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
I see. Huh.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.